Welcome to this WML Document Platform screencast. In this series I'll be demonstrating common tasks carried out on our document automation software for document conditioning, variable data publishing and electronic document delivery applications. We'll be using this series to demonstrate new features as we add them to the platform. In this screencast I'll be demonstrating the simple task of adding a print queue to a system. So we're looking at our online document processing service, and as this is where our demo system is running. So let's key in the link to the demo. There it is. And we've got a pre-filled password, so I'm going to log in there. So that's landed us straight on the print queues page. Now this demo system has already got a number of print queues configured, but I'm going to add a new one. So I'm going to scroll down. And below the table we've got the add a new queue row. So I'm going to enter the name of this queue, I call it screencast, and I'm going to add a bit of extra information for this printer. So this is a demo queue. I'm going to imagine that I'm sending this I'm sending the output of this queue to a standard desktop style printer, so I'm going to use LPD to send the information, and I'm going to enter an imaginary destination. Let's see, myprinter.mylan.com. That would do, and we'll leave the destination queue name as pass through. It's a common choice on a printer. Usually they just ignore that field. Okay, so we add that queue, and there's the queue here. It's called screencast. There are the fields that I filled in, and now all I have to do is select a suitable output PPD. This will set up the driver for this queue. This print queue will accept a number of different formats, including PDFs, PostScript, and even Prescribe, and it will convert all of those into the right format for the printer based on the PPD file that is applied. That's a PostScript printer description file. So let's go in to configure the queue. That's the spanner-shaped icon there. Here's the information for the screencast queue. It's a tabbed interface, this window. We've got the input tab over here on the left. And a number of other tabs. Input tab, that's all about getting data onto the queue. The text tab, that's how the print queue should treat incoming text data. Sometimes you need to treat text data as some kind of structured input. Sometimes you need to just lay it out onto the page. There's a profiles tab, which is to do with our template system and also our content control system. There's an archiving tab for saving copies of print jobs that run through the queue. We've got a failover tab. If we put the system into failover mode, we can have the output directed to a different set of queues. There's an alerts tab for setting up queue monitoring, so that we can have emails sent out if too few jobs are processed by the queue in a given period. And then here's the key one that we want to set up, which is the PPD. And by default, this has been set up with the William Matthew PDF PPD, which is just a generic PPD which specifies that the output should be a PDF file. We can alternatively choose one of the onboard PPD files. There's a small selection of PPD files on board. For example, we could choose an HP driver. Suppose we had an HP Color LaserJet 5, for instance. We can set that and update, and you can see now that this queue will now output print output for the HP printer we selected there. The Each PPD file provides different options for your printer. So if I click on the Options tab here, you can see there are a number of options available there for that HP printer. Let's go back to the PPD tab. If I went back to the William Matthew PDF PPD and now go to the PPD options, there are essentially two non-operative options for a PDF PPD. So the options are different there in each case. The last way to set the PPD is to actually upload your own PPD file or the PPD file which matches your printer most closely. And that's done through this field here. Finally, we've got an Output tab. The Output tab has the output protocol and the output address here, along with some production print settings here for using the DataGateway in a professional print environment. And then finally, we've got an Info tab, which just gives us a summary of the queue that we created. And that completes this screencast on setting up a print queue on a WML document platform-based system. You can find more information about our software at wmltd.co.uk. Thank you for watching.